we made in our last game. But our full focus has to be on improving because the games come quickly this week. Obviously, it's a busy stretch where 3 games in a week. We've had some disappointing results. We recognize that. The guys have stuck together, have not quit in those games, have created enough chances to obviously get back in the game. But right now, like I mentioned before, you kind of make your own luck, and things are going against us now. But we have to find a way to start well defensively, clean up the goals that we concede, and recognize that over the course of 90 minutes, we're able to create a lot of chances in every game against every team that we play. So getting back to those basics, going on the road to play a New England team that will be fully fresh. We'll have some changes, obviously, to keep guys fresh in our group. Everybody needs to be ready, whether you're called upon for 45 minutes, 60, 90, or 1 minute to help close the game out. That's been the message to the group.
Thanks, Jim. Jonathan?
Thanks, Nico. Jim, I'm going to ask you what I realize is the same question that I've been asking you for a month now, but how is Andre Blake and how is Marcus Anderson?
Yeah, Andre's been on the field, I'll just say more this week, which is positive. Still haven't decided whether he'll be able to make the trip or not yet. We'll have a discussion right now about that, but obviously, he's missed, and that continuity of the group, loses an important piece when you lose the best goalkeeper in the league. So we'll see where he's at exactly, but it has gotten better, Jonathan. Previously I said out every time you would ask me. So this one's at least more and more positive as the time goes by. Marcus Anderson picked up a knock, unfortunately, yesterday in training. Just something with his ankle. So he was back, and now looks like we'll miss a little bit of time. Wasn't able to train today.
Does the turf come into the question with Andre?
Sure, it's a different surface. We took our restarts attacking and defending off the turf, just to get used to that and acclimated for that. But yeah, it's certainly a different surface. They wet it up there in New England, and usually it's raining every time we go there, so it makes for a fast surface for sure. So you're finding the balance of how often do you train on it. Obviously, we only had basically one day with our group after yesterday's recovery day, where they're on the field, but they're not physically doing a ton, especially the starters. So yeah, it's a big factor, Jonathan, for sure. New England's a place where we've gone in recent memory and found ways to get results, and that's what this game will need as well.
Joe Tanzi?
Hey, Jim. How does chasing the game Saturday, kind of putting a lot in Wednesday, factor into how the lineup selection goes into Saturday? I know you've always said the third game of this 3-game stretch is always the toughest, but does it make it a little more complicated because you guys have chased the last 2 games?
Absolutely. Yeah, the Orlando game also was almost 120 minutes. So that's the version of almost an extra time game, So there was a lot of minutes on guys' legs in that one. I think we put in obviously a rough start to the New York City game, but again, played some good soccer for long stretches, created a lot of chances. But certainly, yeah, that will weigh into how we regroup quickly in 2 days rest, knowing that we're facing a New England team that's fresh and has been waiting around and training all week for us. So that makes it a little more difficult for sure. But we can't use that as an excuse. We know we have to go there and execute against a team in New England that is very well coached. And, I think, we can't let them kind of dictate play to us. And it starts with trying to take away Carlos Gil as best as we can.
Jose Nunez?
Hi, Jim. Here with Richard Ordada's loan maybe coming to an end in the coming weeks, with Alberg finishing up their last 3 games before being elevated to the next division next season. Have you or the club had a conversation about Richard's place? And obviously, with the volume of games coming in the summer, I'm not sure where he fits or how he fits with your plans and Tanner's.
Yeah, he's gotten some minutes there. It's been a little disjointed too. So yeah, we were always evaluating and watching. But yeah, we'll kind of revisit that as we get closer to that time frame of the year when we can bring guys back. But yeah, certainly our player, a talented young player that I would say the loan went okay for, and hopefully yeah he can come in and help us out.
Thank you. Best of luck.
Thanks.
Kyle?
Hi, Jim. Just curious your thoughts on Caleb Porter, the New England head coach. What have you seen from his styles from Columbus to now New England, and what's he carried, and how has New England looked from Bruce to now Caleb?
Yeah, look, Caleb's a winner. Everywhere he's gone, he's won. In this league, and we're going through a stretch that shows it. It is really hard to win games. He knows that. He knows what it takes to get that done. He has the trophies and hardware to show for it. So he has a new group, a new club. I think one that is fully backing him and showing support in him. And what people don't always realize is it does take a little bit of time to implement new ideas, to find how a new group or new environment goes best. So again, I think we're an example of that. It took a while to get things going here. And he's in a situation where he's just getting started. And I know down the road, they're going to be one of the top teams in the league. And again, it's still very early in this season. So he knows what he's doing. He's been a winner, like I said, everywhere he's been. And yeah, some of the ideas and tactics take some time to implement and get everybody on board with or just used to. And time is something that is necessary to have success.
Jonathan?
Thanks, Nico. Jim, I was just thinking about what you were talking about a minute ago with Richard O'Donnell saying the loan went okay, and you didn't sound especially enthusiastic about it. That move, it goes okay. And then Ty Baribo is here and doesn't reach the bar that's necessary. And Joaquin Torres is here and doesn't reach the bar that's necessary. And Nelson Pierre hasn't reached the bar that's necessary yet. And I'm not questioning the bar. I'm just questioning whether it's worrisome to you or it should be worrisome to anything else that a number of players haven't reached the bar.
Yeah, look, the reality is, Jonathan, every team everywhere in the world has 28-man rosters, sometimes more, sometimes a lot more. And oftentimes only 11, maybe probably 14 are happy because they're getting consistent minutes and reps. So you're constantly trying to find solutions to get guys playing at their level, finding a fit where in the world or what league suits their skill set, where they can develop and grow and get better. And sometimes it clicks for guys and they have success, like you see with Harry O'McGlynn and Quinney this year. Sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes it happens on a different team. This is just the reality of pro sports. And as always, when you don't win games, winning is the ultimate masking of questions and different things and issues. And when you don't win, these questions come up more, which is natural. So again, we have to find solutions that make the most sense for each player. Everyone's different. Everyone's at a different stage of their development. And we'll try to continue to find those solutions.
Any final questions?